key thing with you two is top hands. So what's happening at the moment is your top hand is really stiff and it's just the same stroke all the way through. I want you to think about dropping that top hand and getting that spear in, pull, and as you come up, then your top hand comes a little bit forward, push forward, drop that top hand a touch, so you've got a little bit of bend in the elbow, in, pull. Okay, you want that 45-degree angle to get that work. And so it's Joe, yeah? Joe. Yeah. So you're just when you recover, you're then coming out around like this. The fastest route back to the front of the stroke is straight up and down. Okay, so it's up, push through, and back. You don't want that feather that's coming in. All right. Just drop that hand in. Nice deliberate plant. Bang. Move it back, guys. So in terms of timing, that was all right. That was okay. You gonna swim? Pass his blade back. Pass his blade back. Pass the blade back, guys. Okay, girls. So, once again, these guys were good because they kept it controlled, okay? Work together, keep an eye on each other, control it. Feel what's right, alright? You've got to go with what your feeling is in terms of what's right. So it's that 1, 2, 3, just lengthening it out. Then 1, 2, 3, up. And then into your fast 15s. And then across the ready and reach, ready. Just think about lengthening it out again. Ready and reach, and then bring it down, and bring it down by 2 or 3 strokes, okay, on that rating. Boom, boom, boom. Get nice big hits, alright? Okay, next one, guys. Sit forward. Let's really hit this one. Ready! Go! Good work. Longer. 20. Okay, good. Not bad in terms of timing. So your timing was together and it was controlled. Linz, what's happening with your stroke? Okay, you pass me your blade. So your hand is, your bottom arm is bent here, and there's no differentiation in your body in your arm movement or your hand movement as you're going through your stroke at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of really locked in. So you're coming in and you're like that. You're coming up quite high on the front of the stroke, and then you're just throwing it in. What I want to see, relax that bottom arm and bring it forward. Bring that top arm down. Keep the blade, bottom of the blade close to the water, and rotate around that spine. So you're kind of digging in rather than rotating, planting, and then unwinding. There's no differentiation across your stroke. So what I want is in, pull, quick exit, and then push forward. So you should have some movement in that bottom arm. Okay? It doesn't have to be, yeah, it doesn't have to be super extended, and I don't want it super extended, but I want it just so you get a little differentiation and in, boom, and you were fine. Looking good, actually. Alright guys, to the back. So you're going to show us how it's done then? No. Why not? Can we turn around and head back towards that way, rather than having to spend hours getting back there? at the end of the session. It's 5:40. Well, I'd rather stay over this way than... Alright guys, we're going to do the whole boat. Listen up! Listen up! We're going to do the whole boat. Start plus 50. Then we're going to swap into front half, back half. So back half you've already done. You know what you're doing on with in terms of your start. Starts plus 50. Then whole boat again, start plus 50. Then we're going to go up to 70, 80 and 90, right? And then we're going to be pretty much done. You should be anyway. Alright guys, so whole boat, start plus 50. Start plus 50. Let's sit forward. Ready? Go!
Ready and reach.
Piers, can I get the 10s? You just shout them out. 10, 20, so everybody knows where they are. Okay guys, slacked off a little bit on the about 30 strokes in. The boat just went okay. You've got to work on keeping that boat speed up. So what I want to run really hard after that ready and reach for the 20 strokes, and then just think about just lengthening it out after those 20 after the start, right? Just really lengthen it out and keep the power there. Catcher, that was interesting there was, you were fine when you were down here at the front, but you started to flare a lot when you've got the guy in front of you, okay, when you've got Rory in front of you. I don't think it's Rory's fault. I think you're just being a little bit too polite to him. So just push it straight through, okay? If he's in your way, just hit him, okay? But he shouldn't be, and he's not out of time, so you should be alright. So keep that top hand higher and plant in and don't come the long way round. Same with you, Joe. You're just flaring out like we talked about. Just keep that straight through, right? A little bit of recovery. Okay, front half. You're on starts plus 50. Start plus 50. Okay. Yeah, it was a little bit. Okay, let's sit forward. Front half. Ready? Go!
Ready and reach.
Finish it off, guys. Come on, hard. Get that concrete on the front of the boat, front of the stroke.
7, 8, 9, 50.
Easy there. Good, good, good. Kelly and Michael, on the fast 20s, you're all arms. There's no rotation and body there, okay? Yeah, the fast 15, you're really just all arms at the moment. I want to see a little bit more rotation, otherwise it's not worth doing. You've got to get that, start getting that rotation at that faster rating. Rory, top hand is just too stiff. When you come forward, just drop it back, and you're trying to get that angle, okay? What you're doing is you're missing out on the front part of your stroke. So if you imagine you hit here, you've got all that till you hit there. If you come straight in, then you're missing out on a quarter of your stroke. So just drop it in, bang. Get that concrete feeling on that blade as you plant into that spearing. We call it spearing the fish. Yeah, so your top hand is just too straight. So it just drops back. So as you come up, drop it back to here, front of the forehead. Then you get that plant in. So it's that movement like so. All right. Back up. Let's hit it. Sit forwards. Ready? Go!
Up. Up. Ready and
Bring it down a touch. Down one. Good, good, good. Little bit of recovery. All right, what I want to happen now, that was not too bad, guys. You were a little bit ragged on the first 10 of the start, and then you started to lock down, and when you got to the ready and reach, it started to look okay. All right, so you've got to get your heads in a little bit quicker on those first 10. All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to do start plus 90. But Piers, what I want to happen is, at the end of 70 strokes, call a power piece. Okay, so the last 20 strokes you're going to be full power, right? Same rating. Then we're going to bring it down to 80, and the last 20 strokes is going to be full power. Then 70 with the last 20 strokes being full power, right? We'll do 3 of these. Full boat, full boat, full boat. So what I want to happen, guys, this is, listen up. So what's happening is, you're going to start to feel exhausted at the end of the 70 strokes. Stanley is about a start plus 60, 70 strokes, right? You're going to start to feel exhausted at the end of that 70 strokes. I want you to really focus on keeping the good form for those last 20 strokes and getting some power out into those last 20 strokes, right? We're just going a little bit further than we would do for our normal race, just so you're starting to develop that power and stamina to keep it there. All right? Let's do it. No different ratings. No different ratings. I want to. No, that's what we're going to do. So he's going to call a power at 70. So it's a start plus 90 strokes. He's going to call a power at 70. When we do 80 strokes, he's going to call the power at 60. Right? Got it? All right. Everybody clear? So listen for those power calls, I want to hear them nice and loud. Let's get really loud on those ups and really loud on those ready and reaches, race conditions. Okay, sit forward.
SeaGods.
Ready! Go!
Up! Up! Ready and reach!
Let's hear those 10s, Pierce.
Forward 30. 40. 50. 60. Power on!
Let's go hard, guys. Come on, I want to feel it. Easy there. That was a nice power call. The power call really responded well. Okay, guys, you've got a 2-minute recovery. Yeah, swap sides if you want to swap sides. Roy, I'll keep an eye on you for the next one. How did that feel? Power call really responded. Kelly's still a little bit more rotation. Just, you're struggling a little bit, I think, with the fast rating. All you got to think about is really quick exits and then throwing that bottom shoulder forward. Bang, 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 bang. It's hard on those abs, it's hard on the hips, but if you can get it, you're getting so much power through it. That's some very interesting head movements down the back as well. There's some very interesting head movements down the back as well.
I know, I should have touched it.
Ivan. Okay, can you pass water bottles back? There's water bottles down the front here. Can you pass them back? Yeah, there's 2 of those. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Right, heads in, guys. Heads in. So we're going to do a start. Listen up. Quiet. We're going to do a start plus 80. At 60, Piers is going to call a power call, and I want you to power up for those last 20 strokes, which does not mean you can paddle at 75% for the 60 strokes after the ready and reach. Nick. Alright, guys. Start plus 80. Nice and loud on those 10s, Pierce, just so that everybody knows exactly where they are, right? Step forward. Ready!